Hey y'all, it's Kathy. Um, yeah, I still have the same migraine. It'll be alright. Don't know what I'd do without them. Okay, we are going to work, or I am going to work today on Dee Dee Farrago's challenge 3 and 15 Don't Freak Out Before Christmas. And it is week 6, episode 1 today. Well, Dee Dee's way ahead of me, but yeah, I'm gonna give it a go, try to get caught up. And what we're going to do is we are going to make the inserts for this little pocket, or a nice big pocket actually. It's got this tuck on the front, and then it's got a pocket inside, and then it's got a pocket to go around the back, either sideways or top loading. So I don't think we're going to make that back one today, but we're going to get the front two done. And what I've found is that, and I'm so sorry y'all, I understand that I'm being slow, but it's a thing. I found that an index card fits perfectly right in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my stenciling and my stamping on the back of the index card, and then the lines are already there for you. So that's what I'm working on. I've got 4 of them laid out here, and I'm gonna go ahead and do some stenciling, and I'm just gonna use my vintage photo right now. It's all I've got in me. And I mentioned, probably it'll be in an upcoming video, I mentioned that I'm having washing machine woes. I know everybody understands that well, because at some point in time, everybody has them. And with my family, bless their hearts, they don't like change. I think I've told you they're in their 90s, my parents are. And they don't like change at all. And so, well, and my dad too, you know, he's all about not wasting money. But, you know, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, change is a big thing in this household right now. If it happens, it is not a happy day. And I know that these are loose on that scrap paper that I've got down there, and I'm just trying to go very lightly and just hold them at the corners, hold everything as in place as I can. It's really not an issue. So there we go. Now we've got them stenciled, so I hope they'll stamp well. What I'm gonna do, and I'm wondering if I want to stamp with a different color. I got my little stamp pad thing out, and I chose a stamp to go on the front, and I need to get it to where I'm gonna want it. And y'all, this is a piece of foam. I don't know if it's gonna work or not for me, but I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna move this up a little bit to get the top of that stamp on there. There we go. Okay, now that's where I want it. So I'm thinking I've got pink and I've got purple. Yeah, I think Dee Dee just did brown. I think I'm just gonna go with, no, I'm not. I'm gonna live dangerously. Let's see what I've got here. And see if it will give me a go here. Looks like it's putting a little bit of ink on there. I wonder, because I think these stamp pads are just about out of ink. So let's try to, okay, Kathy, quit. Crazy woman. Okay, that's getting some ink on there, some color. And of course I just went right over the edge, so I need to have my little rag out over here to get that up off the edges where I got a little happy with it, because I don't want it to go everywhere. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna give it a try. I think my paper's still in the place where I want it. Looks like it. And let's go. Okay. What do we think? Do we think we're going to get it? I think the paper will probably come up with the stamp. Oh, it didn't. Oh, look at that. That's kind of pretty. It's not the greatest I've ever seen, but it is kind of pretty. It's just kind of faintly there, but there. Okay, that one turned out pretty. Let's see. I think I'm not going to so much use these. I think what I'm going to do is get my better inks out, maybe. I should just throw that away, but you know how it is. Okay, let's go with, we'll try this Red Magic, it says. And it looks like it's going to be a little bit red. A little deeper color. Okay, let's give this one a try. Get our card over here. Just do one card at a time. I'll be okay, y'all. I will be okay. Do you ever just have one of those days? I've been having it for about 40 years now. It'll get better. It'll get all kinds of better. Okay, let's see what this one will do. And I'm not pressing down extremely hard on it. I'm giving it a little bit of pressure, but because that foam is behind it, I don't have to give it excessive pressure. But my main thing is I leave it on there long enough for that paper to soak up the ink. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, or this time the paper stuck with it. Oh, that's pretty. Look, that turned out really pretty. It's faint, very thin lines, very detailed die or stamp. It's very pretty. Okay, that's two. We did two, y'all. Let's keep going. Let's see. We'll do another one in this color. Let me see where my looks good. Yep, crafting makes everything better, doesn't it? It does for me. Gives me an excuse to get in my craft room and just have at it. And if things don't work out right, I can talk to myself about it, tell myself about it, tell y'all about it. It's all gonna be okay. And here again, I'm not pressing down extremely hard. I'm just giving it some pressure so that it'll all meet that paper. Okay, that is beautiful. And I do have some magnets that I could use to magnetize the paper down to the platform. Well, we'll try that once. How about that? We'll give that a go. And of course my magnets are stuck together. Make sure we have the paper where we want it. That looks good. Straighten it up just a little bit. Pop the magnet down. It's a little low. There we go. Pop the other magnet down. Now let's see what we get on this one. So yeah, I went out to see what was going on a few minutes ago, and my husband has the washing machine up in the driveway, torn apart, so I don't know if he's found something that he might be able to fix. Let's hope. Or if we're just gonna scrap it and go get a new one. And of course I saw dirt on the floor while I was out there and had to vacuum. And of course I had to mop up where the washing machine used to live. Okay, now see, that one did not do nearly as well. So I'm gonna have to press on it. But by keeping those magnets in place, hopefully it stayed in the same place. It did. It's pretty, but I think the ones with the ones with the foam behind it are prettier. I really do. I really, really do. Okay, so now I'm going to clean off this stamp because I usually try to keep them a little bit clean. My stencils, not so much. Might need some more stamp cleaner on here. Okay, well, yeah, my pad might need to be washed. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to stamp it off over here. And this one's ready to go back. Okay, now I do want to wipe this off good. Okay. Hello. Your magnets will find each other. Okay, now I know that on the bigger pocket, if I take an 8.5 by 11 and cut it in fourths, that'll be the right size for that pocket. So here again, I'm going to use my vintage photo and do some stenciling. Because we're going to stencil and we're going to stamp again. There we go. So I think we're done with our stenciling for this video. Put these back over here. And I want to cut this in fourths. And so I know that this is 11, so 5.5. By 4.25, because it's 8.5 wide, so 4.25. Okay, now I was able to get that stamping done quickly. I can figure out which end's up. There we go. The stenciling I got done quickly. I think I said stamping. Y'all, please forgive me. My head is not well. Okay, so here again, I'm going to come over here with my stenciled journaling card. And I think I'm going to go with this. So, let's give it a try. And what I'm going to do this time, because I really kind of care how it's lined up, I think I'm going to set my stamp down on there. Then I'm going to pick my stamp up and hope that that paper stays in the same place, and it did. And I could put a little piece of washi on there if I was worried about it, but I think it'll be okay. Now, let's go figure out what color we want. And I'm thinking maybe this light blue. I'm just going to make sure I get the ink all over it. Okay, let's see what we get. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. All right. Let's do another one like that. There we go. And if these cards don't exactly fit down in there, I can always trim them off. And I know that my stamp is not quite as wide as my card, so I can always trim that up for that reason too. And here again, I've got that foam behind there, so I don't have to press down hard, which is better for my hands, believe me. And I do use the regular stamp blocks sometimes also. I just thought I'd get this out this morning. Look at that. That's pretty. I really like that. Okay, and see what I was talking about right here? The stamp doesn't come all the way to the edge. I can just put a piece of lace down there or put a piece of some kind of trim that lays flat. Okay. What are we going to do next? I think, how about if we go with this one next? Get a baby wipeout in the stamp. Obviously, I should have done this with the other stamp. It would have worked out maybe a little better. I think maybe I'll go back and do that. And this is just a little microfiber cloth. Okay, that worked out well. I'm happy with that. Now, here we go. And there's that. So let's get this one out. Evidently, I haven't used this one yet. But it will be good. Now, what color are we going to use on this one? Again, I'm just going to place my stamp. Trying to keep everything pretty straight. Pick my stamp up. Uh-oh. There we go. Recovered. Okay, do we want to do this one in a darker blue? Or do we want to use a yellow? We've got that B on there. Let's use see what a bright yellow will do for us. It might not show up too good, but we'll give it a go. Just be sure and get it. And since this is a new stamp, I probably should have stamped it off first once. But I'm living dangerously today. What have I got to lose? I've already lost a washing machine and a headache. Yeah, it looks like it's going to get good and dark on there. I'm going over it more than once. So it'll just get good and inky. And y'all, I'm not a stamper. I don't. If y'all want to learn how to stamp, please go to somebody else. Because, yeah, I kind of do it by the seat of my pants. But so far, we're doing pretty good today. Okay, let's see what this gives us. I like that pretty color coming through from the back. Just giving it a second. And see what we get. What do we think? Oh, it pulled the color off. Oh, that's pretty. I don't know if y'all can get the detail in the camera, but it's got the B here, and it's got the French writing, and it's got the postage mark with Paris. That turned out pretty good. And it's just like it's just there, but it's not real prominent. Okay, so are we going with that one again? I think we are. And I think if we go with that one again, and then we maybe put some gold around the edges, it'll pull that yellow. I think that might work. Let's see how we've got this. Nope, got to go in a little bit. And down a little bit. I'm sure y'all can see this better than I can, and you're probably hollering at me where to go with it. Where to go with it. Yeah, if you're hollering that at me, just change it. Watch, go to another YouTube that interests you more. It's all in good fun. You know, it took me so long to start a YouTube channel because I was afraid of negative comments. And I think I've reached a point in my life where I don't have anything to prove to anybody. And never did. All I'm doing is having fun. And that's what I feel like doing today, is having fun. Okay, let's see what we got. Did I leave it long enough? Oh yeah. Yeah, I like that stamp. Cool. Okay, I hope y'all can see the colors on the camera. I hope the camera's picking it up. But if it's not, just trust me, it's pretty. Now, I had all that ink on there. I should have stamped it off onto something. But I didn't think about it. And that's okay. It'll be just fine. Everything is gonna be alright. It's what my brother and I tell each other all the time. Two things. One, something's going to happen. And the second one is everything is going to be all right. And I know it will. Okay, that was full of ink. I think I need to get another baby wipe out. What do y'all think? Does anybody else have issues with getting the baby wipes out of the thing to come out one at a time? I can't do it. And man, when you're trying to change a dirty diaper, oh, yeah. That's always a lot of fun when you can't get the baby wipes to come out. Because I need like 16 of them when I'm changing a diaper. I have changed a lot of diapers in my time, but I think unless there are any surprises, I think I'm done with that part of life. Yeah, for somebody that never actually had a child, I have changed a lot of diapers. Okay, well, that yellow seems to want to hang on there, so guess what? I'm going to let it. If it wants to hang on there that bad, it's just going to get to. Let me see what this will do. While we're here, see if it'll take any more of that yellow off. Nope, absolutely not. It was a good try. Okay, I think I'm going to go over that red one again with that. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is make little tabs for the top of those larger cards. Get all that out of the way. Get all these out of the way. Get this out of the way. And decide what we're going to make our tabs out of. Yeah, that's going to look good in there. I do believe, provided I can get it in there. Y'all, I'm telling you, trying to work with the headache going on is less than fun. Yeah, I like that. That really pops out of there. Okay, so tabs. Go over here and find some paper scrap. Kind of like that. I'm really looking for something a little heavier, like cardstock. And I think I just found what I want. Maybe, maybe not. And this one is a cardstock. There we go. And there's some more of it. This is cardstock, but it's not very wide. I should have had this figured out before I turned the camera on, shouldn't I have? Guess what? It's going to be all right. Okay, we're just going to fold this up in half. And get this little thing out. Putting my folded piece to the inside. Okay, got that one. And I think that this is going to be wide enough. Yes, just barely wide enough. Okay, and I'm going to put my folded part to the inside, and I'm going to be very careful to line it up exactly. And I'm going to do that again. Cut this off straight. Fold it over. Put the folded edge to the inside. Do we think we can get one more out of it? I kind of don't think so, but I think I'm going to try. Isn't that always the way? Just going to try anyway. And it's not like I don't have a whole bunch of cardstock scraps behind me. Oh well. It'll be all right. It will be all right. Look at that. That's gonna work. Now I just need to leave my piece of paper in there. And off we go. Okay, now hard part is getting those little tiny pieces out of there again. There we go. Punch is cleaned out. Everything's good. I hope y'all can see that, because I think I probably had it in my lap so that I could see it. I'm sorry. I hope y'all are getting a kick out of this video, because I am. I am. Okay, there's our 4 little tabs. There's our extra paper. Now we're just going to put these on. We're going to make sure we get them right side up. I'm going to give that a try. And these again are ones that you could put an eyelet in and hang something from them. I might do that later when I'm decorating. And just lay this down where I want it. And I tend to attach things off center. I am not a very center kind of person there. Okay, there's that, and our little tab. And one of these little sweet things. And there we go. Well, that just turned out cute. Thank you, Dee Dee, for giving us this idea and for making me get my stamps out. I do like to stamp, I just don't do it very often. Lorna's stamps that Dee Dee's using are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I think Lorna has some very, very high quality stamps. And of course I didn't get that one on there straight or even, but there it is, it's good. It's all good. And we got that one and one of these. There we go. I think those are sweet. And then we still have space to fold a piece of paper and put behind it, or whatever we want to do when we glue the pocket in. And we can stuff that envelope fuller also. It's just got that one piece in it now, and we can load that pocket up if we want to. Okay, again, I'm making sure I'm at the top. My hands are getting shaky. Pretty, pretty. And if you want to make these, sometimes if they're hard to put in, sometimes if you put a piece of, or if you round the corners, they'll go in easier. Okay, now that, I like that a lot. Okay, last one. Y'all, I hope I'm speaking so that you can understand me today. I know when I have a migraine, my voice tends to be weak. I never understood that till I had left my mom a voicemail one day when I had a migraine. And that weekend I went to their house and she had not checked her voicemails. So I went in there and ran the voicemails, and y'all, I heard myself on that voicemail, and I thought, oh, the horror of it. I sounded like I was on a 3-day drunk. Wasn't. Had a headache. But yeah, I sounded awful. And people had told me that, you know, they could tell when I had a headache because of the way I talked and the way my eyes looked and all that. Well, yeah. Me, I can tell because I want to go crawl in a hole because it hurts. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm pleased with those. I am. Getting them decorated up. Thank you all so much for watching. And if you've made it to the end of this video, you are truly wonderful. Oh, thank you, Dee Dee, for this challenge. And I hope everybody's having a happy day and can find some time to craft. Thanks for watching.